Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news for Tuesday, October 27, 2015. And today in our news, we have Cortana in Bing has a little Halloween theme this week. So if you're looking for, what costume you should wear, and any information about Halloween, why not ask Cortana and see what answers she brings up, or what type of searches she will send you to, because they've added a lot of stuff about Halloween this week. So nice little add-on feature here for Cortana in Bing in Windows 10. And other news talking about Windows 10 privacy, that will probably never end. Um, Joe Belfiore of Windows, Microsoft, did talk about the data collection from Windows 10, and apparently, they're under fire a little bit because a lot of people have been complaining that when you go into the data, and actually I've posted a video here on how to select how much data Windows 10 sends to Microsoft. Some people, are kind of worried, and they say, well, that data collection, we should have an on-off switch. That telemetry that Windows is sending to help the Windows team understand better what's happening with Windows, and when there's problems and so on, cannot be turned off. It can be changed, so you can select what you want to send of information, and at the default level it sends a lot of information. And they do say that it can include sometimes some memory reads, where, for example, if you had, say, a email open or a Word document open, there could be bribes of what you were looking at that time. But you can change that to the minimum. The minimum means that it won't send any information that can be private or personal to you, but Windows 10 will still send some information from its functionalities and crashes. A lot of people have been mentioning that they would like this to have an on-off switch, but you know what? This is a non-issue in a sense that that is the case of Windows 7. If you're using Windows 7 and you think Microsoft doesn't know anything, Windows 7 has telemetry that's sending out. And it's even worse than in Windows 10 in the case, because there's not really an on-off switch to that telemetry in Windows 7. And you don't even know about it. Nobody ever talked about it, but it is stated that some telemetry is sent when you actually install Windows 7 and the license agreement. So you know what? The more I hear about this, the more I think, just a bunch of lunatics that think everything's bad, and I just can't, listen to that anymore. And mostly people that want to give bad reputation because they're mad about the fact that Microsoft suddenly is actually having a better image, and Windows 10 is pretty much a big success to Windows and Microsoft. So you don't have to go crazy over that. And you know what? Joe Belfiore said, look, that data is important. It helps us in understanding when there are crashes and fixes that we can bring to the operating system. It's not anything about privacy violation, and so stop worrying about it. And I think it's fair to say that it's okay. And another controversy here, we're talking about Windows 10 cumulative updates. Apparently, there's thousands of grumpy customers that are sending a petition to Satya Nadella so that they change the Windows cumulative updates that are sent to users that you cannot stop, and to have them, being delayed if you want, and so on, not to install them right away. Mostly the IT community is a little mad about that because, updates can sometimes cause problems, and by having them pushed without, you wanting them right away can, of course, cause problems. But, until now, it's been very safe and it's been pretty good. So I think for now it's not too bad. Personally, you know what? I'm not. I don't. I don't think it's much of a problem. Personally, everything went well, and I haven't had any problems with that. So I don't think there's going to be any, issues with that. I believe, for now. But it is true that there could be, an update that could cause some kind of problem. But um, you know, I think it's okay because it is true that too many people didn't have their system updated, and for security, it's very, very important. But there's one thing I do wish. It's okay to send the cumulative updates like this, but please, please, Microsoft, listen to me. You've got to tell us what is in the package. That I think that would, make people less grumpy right away. Just knowing what's in the package, that could be helpful. So come on. And finally, in the last bit of news, we know that Windows 10 is coming to all Xbox One machines on November the 12th. So if you got an Xbox One, Windows 10 will be pushed to your Xbox starting November 12th. And so for those that think it's real Windows, well, it is not the Windows 10 that we see on our laptops and desktops. It's a Xbox version of Windows 10. Because the Xbox One is actually running a modified version of Windows. Presently, it's running a modified version of Windows 8.1. And so Windows 10 is going to be modified, or they have a modified version for Xbox so that it really, looks like a console and not like a computer. So coming to you on November 12th, Xbox One is Windows 10 for Xbox. And that was the news items for today. Don't forget that later today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, that's 1900 hours UTC, we are going to be live for our show today, 2-hour show, answering your questions. We've got tons of great little questions that have been sent, and so I will be, of course, posting answering these questions. And of course, if you miss our show live, it will be saved on the YouTube channel for you to look at it later on. If you enjoy my videos, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. Helps us on the ratings on YouTube. You got comments, questions, problems, why not ask, and we'll try to answer any questions you might have. Thank you for following us, and hope to see you in the live show